today, who is Jim from the city of Pittsfield. He is also chair of the Conservation Committee, and he is also a city councilor. So he wears many hats like you guys know I do.
We're not going to talk about the city council.
We're not talking about that. We're going to talk about fun stuff. So thank you, Jim.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for being here and taking time out of your busy schedule to come and explore Wild Acres. I'm Jim Conant, and I'm chairman of the Conservation Commission. I've been on the Conservation Commission in Pittsfield for a little over 25 years. This place is very special. I just want to talk about a little bit of the history of Wild Acres. Wild Acres came to form by a very dynamic conservation chairman, the first conservation chairman of Pittsfield in 1970. His name was Franklin Consulor. And he is, and his little group of married band of followers, such as you here today, they had a vision for this place, and they approached the city of Pittsfield and Mayor at the time, Donald Butler, and the city council to buy this entire parcel for about $10,000. So that was great. And then in 1973, they finally got around to developing a plan and a little. You'll see the ponds down there. They're obviously all man-made. So they put a little concrete dam up on a couple of them and held back the water. Which is kind of ironic because that's something we would never allow to happen today in the conservation world. So here we are, and so you got a couple ponds down there. They, there used to be a campus setting similar to the structures that are up here down at the pond, and in like 2002, the airport needed to expand the runway. As you see over here, they expand the safety net. Believe it or not, 737 can land on this thing, and some of them every once in a while do. But most of the time, it's a corporate jet from either General Dynamics or a lot of folks that are being entertained down at Canyon Ranch and some of the other high-end resorts. They get shuttled in and out here. They have to get places fast, I guess. So that's that. But during that process of expanding that, we kind of lost our interest road up here in the upland, and they had to make a 2-to-1 land swap. And so the land swap is all of this land over here that's held in conservancy. It's currently owned by Edward Latrobe, a retired farmer. He's in his late 80s, and when he passes away, he has life tenancy to the property. Once he passes away, it will become part of Wild Acres.
So Wild Acres is going to get even bigger, Jim.
Yeah, it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but and so more recently, after this little expansion, we community development money. You're all familiar with that. In Massachusetts, that's our pipeline for park maintenance here in Pittsfield. So we created a little bit better walking trail in there. My future goals next year and beyond are to create a boardwalk to go out to the mysterious fire tower that's out in the outside end. It's an incredible hunk of iron. Those stairs, it's not going anywhere. They tell me that it was put there back in the day when they used to have lookout towers for forest fires in the hills. And I can even remember as a younger man, there used to be several lookout towers on top of the hills. They're all those things are all gone now, but I'm sure some of us can remember those. But all in all, this is a wonderful place. We have a terrific fishing derby for kids here, usually like the second week in May. So we usually get like 200 kids up here, and we have some wonderful financial partners to help us get the fish, and some food trucks are up here serving breakfast and egg sandwiches, and we buy a few fishing poles.
We'll share that information.
Hand out fishing poles for those that don't have them, and I bring up the wonderful volunteers, the Fishing Club, and they help kids, put the worm on the hook and clean fish and all that stuff. And And there's a lot of parents today who never saw it, don't know anything about it, so it's really great. It's just a great learning experience for the day. And so that's our tradition here. The fishing derby was started like in 1975. We had a little gap there for a few years that we didn't do it, but we've had it now for the last 10 years, so I think it's pretty much etched in stone this time around. So I hope you're here and enjoy. Welcome to Pittsfield. If you're not from Pittsfield, and enjoy. This is really just a diamond in the rough. Just waiting to get polished up by people.
Yes.
And I hope to lead those people to
And
polish
Jim
it up.
wants more foot traffic and awareness of the beautiful places that are here in Pittsfield, so we'll be working with him to promote the other wonderful projects that they have coming up. So there's even more, and there's history and everything. So history, nature, you know, that's what we do.
Yeah, we have another property called Barkerville, and tribute to the Barker Road area of Pittsfield. And the farther you travel out and head towards Richmond, that area was back in the day in the early 1900s was known as Barkerville. So we called it a tip to the cap to that. We called the park Barkerville. It's a 50-acre piece of land that we were able to purchase through GE settlement funds in Pittsfield, and so that was well used. And as we speak, I have green acres in there for the next few months off and on. We're making some nice trails through there. There's some nice brooks to walk over. They're making the bridges, the foot bridges. So it's going to be really, really, really great.
I'm excited to hear about that one. That's great. Awesome.
So,
all right.
And Green Acres is such a
they're
tremendous,
super
tremendous
helpful.
organization.
And they do it for a living, as we do it only
Teaches
part-time.
kids skills, and you know, they're better off for it.
Thank you so much, Jim,
Thank
for
you.
coming out. I'm so glad.